Look at this. This is the stubborn belly fat everyone talks about. But what if I told you that the fat you can see and pinch is only part of the story? There's another layer, a hidden fat, that's far more concerning. It's called visceral fat. And unlike the fat under your skin, this fat wraps itself around your internal organs. It's not just inactive padding, it's metabolically active, releasing inflammatory substances that are linked to serious health issues. Now, you might think, well, if it's so dangerous, I'll just get liposuction. But here's the catch. Surgeons can't even reach it with lipo. The good news, you can influence it directly. In fact, visceral fat is often the first fat your body burns for energy when you make the right changes. Let me tell you about a client of mine. Let's call him Alex. Alex wasn't overly heavy, but he carried all his weight in his belly. A body composition scan revealed he had a surprisingly high amount of this hidden visceral fat. So, what was the cause? We dug into his diet and found a major culprit: saturated fat. A landmark 2014 study made this clear. Researchers overfed two groups with extra calories from muffins. One group's muffins were made with polyunsaturated fats like those in fish and nuts. The other group's muffins used saturated fats like those in butter and fatty meats. The result, after 7 weeks, both groups gained the same amount of weight. But the saturated fat group gained double the amount of dangerous visceral fat. So, how much is too much? Most guidelines suggest keeping saturated fat under 20 to 30 grams per day. When we scanned Alex's favorite ribeye steak dinner, it had nearly half that amount in just one meal. This doesn't mean you have to eliminate foods you love. It's about balance. We made a simple swap. Instead of a ribeye every day, he now enjoys it once or twice a week. The rest of the time, he chooses leaner cuts like top sirloin, which can cut 15 grams of saturated fat instantly, and incorporates more fatty fish for those healthy unsaturated fats. But saturated fat isn't the only villain. For many, especially those with genetic backgrounds from Asia, India, or Hispania, the bigger issue can be added sugar. Why? Added sugar contains fructose. A 2009 study found that when people consumed fructose-sweetened drinks, they significantly increased their visceral fat, unlike those who had glucose-sweetened drinks. Now, before you panic, I'm not talking about the fructose in whole fruit. Fruit comes with fiber and water, making it very difficult to overconsume. The real culprits are table sugar, high fructose, corn syrup, and the surprising places they hide: sodas, sweetened yogurts, cereals, condiments, and yes, even bubble tea. So, what's the solution? Protein. A 2005 study had participants simply double their protein intake. Without being told to eat less, they naturally consumed fewer calories and lost over 10 pounds of mostly fat in 12 weeks. Protein is a powerful tool for controlling appetite and promoting fat loss. You don't need a complete diet overhaul. Here are 2 simple hacks we used. First, the coffee hack. My friend used to load her coffee with cream and sugar. We swapped that for a scoop of a high-quality vanilla protein powder mixed with a little milk. The result? She cut out hundreds of grams of sugar and added over 20 grams of protein to her day. Then, the snack hack. Alex loved a certain sweet and salty popcorn. We got him plain popcorn and topped it with a salted caramel protein powder mixed with a sugar-free syrup and a sprinkle of cheddar seasoning. It cut 20 grams of sugar and added 25 grams of protein. It's delicious and satisfying. Now, while diet is 80% of the battle, exercise is the accelerator. And when it comes to visceral fat, not all exercise is created equal. A massive 2023 review found that while all exercise helps, 2 types are particularly effective: moderate to high-intensity cardio and interval training. Visceral fat is highly responsive to catecholamines, the fat-burning hormones that spike during intense exercise. You don't need to kill yourself with sprints. You just need to get your heart rate above 75% of its max. Here's a simple protocol. Warm up for 5 minutes. Go hard for 30 seconds. You should be breathing heavily. Then recover for 90 seconds. Repeat for 6 to 10 rounds. Just 2 to 3 of these 15 to 25 minute sessions per week can make a measurable dent. On your off days, aim for at least 8,000 steps. Consistency is key. So, let's bring it all together. To lose visceral fat, you need a 2-pronged attack. First, nutrition. Reduce saturated fats and added sugars. Increase protein and unsaturated fats. This helps control your appetite and creates the right hormonal environment. Second, exercise. Incorporate 2 to 3 sessions of high-intensity interval training per week and walk daily. This combination will naturally put you into a gentle calorie deficit, which is the ultimate key. Your body will then start looking for energy, and visceral fat is its first choice. Research shows that losing just 10 pounds can reduce visceral fat by up to 30%. What I've shared today is a powerful start. If you want a complete 30-day plan with meal guides and structured workouts, let me know in the comments. If you found this deep dive helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more science-backed health strategies. To see the 2 best exercises for making your abs pop after you lose the visceral fat, check out this video right here.